Skibidi Toilet is officially getting books. And not just some random fan-made stuff, it's actual and official books from a novel publisher, Scholastic. And they have published a lot of books/novels before, like Five Nights at Freddy's and more. It's so crazy to think about. We're getting actual novels, graphic novels, ebooks, even audiobooks. And it has been revealed that the first books drop this summer. Now let's break this down. Why is this happening? What does it mean for the future of Skibidi Toilet? And most importantly, how is it going to affect the actual story of the series? Because believe it or not, this could actually affect the story and lore. I'll explain more about those later. But let's start at the very first thing I'll talk about. You've probably heard of Scholastic before. But if not, they're one of the biggest publishers of children's books in the world. They've been around for over 100 years. And they've published some of the most well-known book series ever. So anyways, why would a company like this care about Skibidi Toilet? Well, to put it simply, Skibidi Toilet is popular. Even though the series is slowing down a little, it's still getting millions of views per episode. And there's even a whole-ass fan base around it. There's official Skibidi Toilet merch. There are toys being sold in stores. There are fan animations being made every day. And Scholastic knows this. They see that Skibidi Toilet is still making money, and more importantly, that kids are still interested in it. And that's exactly why this is happening. Deborah Dorfman, a publisher of Scholastic, even released a statement about all of this. We are beyond thrilled to be the publishing partner for one of the most groundbreaking and unique properties of our time. A true cultural phenomenon that resonates with readers of all ages. It's an extraordinary opportunity to be part of a frenetic, unpredictable, funny, and sometimes unsettling narrative that has sparked conversations and imaginations throughout global media and across generations. I can't wait to help bring this powerful narrative to even more fans around the world through our books. So that basically explains all of it. So now let's talk about how this can actually affect the lore and story of Skibidi Toilet. Right now, the Skibidi Toilet story is told through short YouTube videos. But books? Books allow for way more detail, like way more. That means we could get some more backstories of different characters like Dave or Kathy, backstory about the Titans, or we can even get a whole story of how G-Toilet used to operate in the Astro Army. We can also get some deeper lore about how the war even started. There's so much more than that. But there's a problem I want to talk about. So what happens if important story events only happen in the books? Like, imagine a new episode drops, and suddenly there's a new character or a huge plot change. But the only explanation is buried in a book that many fans never read. This could leave a huge chunk of the audience confused and out of the loop. And don't forget how books cost money. So you have to go all out, like buying novels, just to understand the lore of Skibidi Toilet. Second problem I have is I'm worried about how the story can get affected with these novels around. Maybe certain aspects of the story gets changed too much, and it might get messy the further we go down the series. Unless Boom makes the story in the book in a different way, this is something I'll be worrying about. Alright, so we know Scholastic isn't just making regular books. They're also doing graphic novels, ebooks, and audiobooks. Each of these formats has its own good and bad. So let's break down what they mean for the Skibidi Toilet series. First, we got the graphic novels. If any format makes the most sense for Skibidi Toilet, it's graphic novels. The entire series is already visual storytelling, so making it into comic book format actually works well. But there's also a risk with this. I hope the art style doesn't change much and is actually like how the original looks. Anyways, next are the ebook and audiobooks. Now, ebooks could actually be useful for explaining backstories, character development, or deeper lore that wouldn't fit naturally into the main episodes. Maybe we'll finally get some origin story of the cameramen, speakermen, and TV men, or maybe even learn more about the Skibidi Toilets themselves. But the problem is, casual Skibidi Toilet fans aren't exactly the type to sit down and read a 200-page book about this. Audiobooks. I have no idea about as well, but maybe it'll work since Skibidi Toilet has been getting a lot of dialogue lately. It could work, but meh. Now, here's the real question. What does this mean for the future of Skibidi Toilet? Like I said before in a video, the views aren't what they used to be. Back in 2023, every episode was pulling 40 to 50 million views in days. Now, it's closer to 20 million. And yeah, 20 million views is still crazy, but it shows that the hype is slowing down. But with the books, we might even get a small revival since more kids would discover Skibidi Toilet now. And it could keep the community alive because of community discussion about the story of the books. Like imagine someone making a whole ass analysis of a Skibidi Toilet book. It gotta be like a few hours long. Anyways, here's the full schedule of this project. I also left the sources of these news below. But if this works, it could keep Skibidi Toilet alive for way longer than anyone expected. And I do trust Boom in his decision with these novels.